Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn bottom left side as, or the bottom right side as, the red Tughlaq Dynasty. We got Numudan. And spawn top left side is the purple Knights Templar. We got Busenlilli. I butchered those names well enough. Of course, this is with the new expansion out, so I have not casted these seals just yet. The new Delhi Sultanate civilization offers a new sort of worker elephant, which is a universal drop-off. You can see it costs 25 food, 50 wood. Don't see the production time right there. Am I crazy? So is it instant? It might actually be instant, because now looking at it, it's like I don't see any time production there. Not super familiar with the new civilization just yet, but there's effectively a ox cart from Age mythology. You get the research here for the various research. The villager's resource gather rate increased by 5%. Bonus drop off at the elephants, towns, and docks by 10%. So a very powerful little upgrade there. Effectively, well, it's all their research combined into one. And for Delhi Salt, I'm assuming it's also, actually no, it does cost a resource. This is not, this Delhi Sultanate does pay cause for these upgrades, simply put. Up north, oh, I wasn't paying attention. We do have a Spearman Rush, which does the bonus damage. It says economic unit elephants, so in theory should receive bonus damage from bonus damage versus elephants. But maybe not versus cavalry? I wonder... I don't know, 500 health may do bonus damage there. Do have some venison go on down. Let's see, villagers gather resource increased by 5% and just drop off bonus of 10%, which is incredibly powerful. Got Dome of the Faith being deployed in the field, which will produce XMOS, early access to healer elephants, reduce EMOMs and heal elephants at a 65 gold discount. Let's see, this says worker elephant count, cycle through. I'm casting this is my first time casting these new civilizations, so still need to learn a lot of the unique benefits here. Plus 5% resource drop off is very powerful. Oh, does take a double stab there. Does take a, looks like a large amount of damage. Looks like it's going down like 60 or 30. It definitely is, looks like both of them striking at once. They are both doing the anti-cavalry damage. It does not have, it has crossbow movement speed, which is not great. Spearmen will run faster than it. Taking a fair amount of damage right now. 39 to 12. So that did 27 damage, roughly? Yep, that seems right. We do now have the age up, the Principality of Antioch, which actually is an age up I'm not super familiar with. Melee units get plus 50% damage. I'm used to most seeing the other two. I don't think I've ever seen Principality of Antioch before. Melee units get additional 50% damage, that's pretty good. One elephant does go down, very nice. Dome of the Faith. It's strange. I nearly always see these other two. I actually... Have I ever even cast a game of this one right here? Guess we'll find out soon enough of what unit it will provide. You have some stone being collected in. Looks like he may be going for a secondary town center. Spearman push right forward. So Spearman an excellent raiding tool versus elephants. Which actually means English who can't deploy on Age 1 Spearmen have a little of a downside. You have to do with Age 1 Vanguard Men-at-Arms, which is always still pretty nice though. Villagers getting some decent damage there. Of course, can go over healer elephants, which do have a bit of a discount. They are expensive. A support elephant that's with 2 mounted EMOMs that heal allied units, gain additional damage. This is the unique keep that this dynasty has. heavy garrison, defendable positions, act, and can select the governor bonus, which can be upgraded as weaponry. So this is what he's saying was stone for. This does cost 425 stone, so it's basically similar to Krapos, if I has a guess. Taking a fair amount of damage from these 3 units there. You do receive extra damage while building. In other RTSs, usually times 2. I actually don't know what it is in this game. And starting to fall back there. Took a fair amount of damage. And offers 10 damage times 2 without space. Without space bars. Like, I don't know, that just seems a little bit off to me. 6-hour range, so not super great range. So long one can actually outrange it. Good attack speed though. So it's a decent cheap fortification with a governor bonus. Can build some work elephants here. So that unit there. Spring Gold, cannon placement, worker elephant, Shai walls. Upgrades it to 4 with another default arrow from 2 to 3. Increases the air damage by 2, so it goes from 10 to 12. And toggle by 1, so that's basically arrow slits. And reducing attack speed when targeting the fort. Okay, simple enough. Appoint a governor. Here's the governors. This will automatically recruit up to 6/9/12 or 13 powerful and mayor warriors. Interesting. I'm assuming it's one of each, or you get all. Something I need to look into a little bit more. This civilization also a lot of it. Got a large amount of housing going around as well, probably just for a basic bit of house walls. I don't see a governor here. Farms and houses around it that generate food per minute, which is very nice. So he went ahead and maxed that out. Farms, houses, generate that per minute, but it's a slight. I'm guessing this increases per age. Governor, okay, Governor of Baraka. That's what the governor he selected. He selected the governor of this one here to do that. And for a unique unit here, we do got sergeants. May have cast them once before. There's a horseman there. If I switch between the players, sergeants are a cost the same base cost as man-at-arms, just more weighted in gold. It's sort of infantry that throws axes, which deals melee damage from range. Oh, so I have cast these guys once before. They are ranged melee damage unit. We have secondary towns that are now established as well. I think I may have casted them once ever before. So we got some horsemen, got some spearmen being put on the field. Got a worker elephant here. This generate. I'm guessing that's per age. Not sure. By the way, does get a decent amount of extra food generation there. There does not appear to be any build limit onto them. So collecting more stones is always a good idea, but that's always a little bit more difficult. Does get the arrow upgrade there. Of course, can also get it upgrade again. We've got the House of Learning now being established here. Age 3. Grants no immediate bonuses, but may contain unique technology. I'm curious what this version is, because beforehand, gives us 6 for Deadly Summit provides 6 different technologies. It could be those same technologies, just you have to pay for them. But we'll have to wait and see. Pilgrims now being established there. This game could go on a bit of time with the nature of the slower fortification style. No drop off, no. Oh, just finished that now. Wasn't paying attention to it. House of Learning is almost complete. Both stables there. Of course, has access to Raider elephants, which are looks like gilded horsemen at a glance. Lancers, which are just ordinary lancers. War elephants, that's still normal, so heavy in elephants. Heavy and delicious elephants. Let's build out another healer elephant. I wonder if it's drive-by healing. Grants +1 damage for each nearby melee infantry unit. So it itself can fight. Let's see, this offers 15 damage. Looks like just basic elephant damage attack capability. The age up may have increased the income. There's a lot of spearmen and horsemen here. Using the healing elephants as they're able to heal each other and fight. It'd be a low, prolonged fight in favor of red. Does have 3 melee armor, but of course it is elephant and heavy. So grows see bonus damage from spearmen and crossbowmen. House of Learning looks like it does offer some mount health still the same. Let's see, Conjure Drills improves the damage of man-arms charge duration by 3 seconds, increasing their damage of their charge attack by 100%. Elephants deal bonus damage dealt by elephants increased by 30%. Elephants regenerate 2 HP out of combat every 2 seconds. 2 health every 2 seconds, so it's 1 HP per second out of combat. So a bit of a weaker chivalry. Spearman damage against cavalry increased by 35%, and production speed increased by 50%. So you get a nice little militia spearman. Archer range still seems the same. Got archers, crossbowmen, and hand cannoneer. I don't see any barracks on the field just yet to see if there's anything fancy there, but looks like this man-arms will have some sort of charge bonuses with that upgrade. This one right now only has 1 pilgrim right now. Each pilgrim is providing 120 gold per minute, so that's pretty good. Genoa, Republic of Genoa. Pilgrims should provide additional gold. It should also provide the Genoese crossbowman, which is a crossbowman that has more range, more expensive. I think costs entirely gold or heavily in gold, and deals bonus damage for all melee infantry, I want to say, or all light infantry. It don't compare to regular crossbowmen, to say the least. There's some walls here of his archers, very nice. Since he's going to be an elephant composition, archers will be good escort force to counter spearmen. Survival techniques now being researched. So I'm trying to see. Yep, looks like it does increase per age. So went from 12 to 20 to 28. That's the difference per age. And automatically recruit these Amir warriors. Not super familiar with what they are. Cavalry's trained with an influence of the fort or tower victory producers with more health. That's pretty nice. Town centers get additional production speed. Relics and sacred sites generate additional gold. Units healed by healer elephants gain additional damage. And reduce the cost of research technologies. So a lot of different bonuses, which is what to see. Level 2 pilgrims being researched. We got veteran archers. We got war elephants here, which are heavy cavalry. Heal elephant getting ripped apart by spearmen. Spearman overall great choice. Plus he's gone for these age up, which improves the base damage. So these guys have pretty good base damage, which should also affect their bonus damage. Well, but over there, it looks like got crushed. I wonder if these guys have. This is maybe what it caused it, because that looked like a lot of splash damage there. Let's go with elephant to frenzy for 6 seconds. While enraged, elephants can trample through units, dealing 9 damage every 0.5 seconds with anything in range. So I think those sort of massive trample effect, which is a little bit of a counter of the spearmen. We do not have the veteran surgeons being researched. These guys do have both good melee armor and heavy armor, so crossbowmen would be good. Genoese crossbowmen are different. There's the surgeons. You can see 15 damage or range with a veteran. They have excellent melee armor or range armor or non-existent range armor. And they're classified heavy melee infantry units. So they're not classified rings, so horsemen will not do bonus damage to them. Not to mention they have a lot of good armor, so really don't use horsemen against these guys. They have particularly high melee armor. Monster going on up, trying to claim some relics. Red has claimed 4 relics, which is quite significant. Don't tell me the relics just loading back the healer elephants. Nope, they get loaded into actual locations. Do healer elephants have a wool? I don't see the abilities. So it may not be a pickup relics. I don't think I can highlight that. Yep, I can't highlight that. If I were to select one of the imams, Nope, can't necessarily highlight it either. I'm assuming Heal Elephants can't pick them up based on the abilities I'm reading, but I actually don't know. Don't see Genoese crossbowman just yet. We got a very good number of war elephants. Horsemen overall will be good counter to these archers. They will do full regular damage to sergeants, but they're heavy, so they won't get any bonus damage there, so they'll be just okay. They actually do have good decent movement speed, the sergeants, as well. So archers probably have more of a soft counter to sergeants than a hard counter, which is probably perfectly fine. They do have good base health, though. We do have a pair of outposts here. We do now have a cat fortress here, which increased pilgrim accounts by 1, so it's getting a fair amount of extra gold income. We got these elephants pushing forward, a good contingent of archers, so maybe some Maganellas would be very nice. Don't see any archer ranges to show you the description of the Genoese crossbowmen. But like I said, they're not really a crossbowman variant. With the amount of heavy cavalry in the field, not to mention the healer elephants also heavy, I'm sort of surprised we don't see crossbowmen being deployed in the field. You have another fortress being established here next to the sacred site there. Looks like Magenta's just eyeing, or Purple's trying to push forward, build as many castles or fortresses, start claiming the land. War elephants do have the spear on the back, which does do bonus damage to cavalry. Archers are not going to be good versus horsemen. So it's going to be a slow, painful death for the elephant, but we do have all these forces straight forward. We got drive-by healing some of the healer elephant. He's good damage there. There's a trample ability, I believe, or maybe not. Heal elephant does go down, which is very important. Archers holding back. Horsemen coming for a bit of a flank. Sergeants in general A move, which is probably just generally pretty fine. They have 12 base damage, and with all the benefits nearby, improves the range. Oh yeah, the range of damage of that there. Let's see, we do have +2 melee damage along with the benefits of the first upgrade. A decent amount of damage here. And for Genoese, he gets more gold income from these pilgrims, which won't be shown here, but it's plus 20%, so you can easily add another 21 gold per trip, which is getting quite significant. And now with 4 pilgrims, looking about 480 times 4, so add another, or add 20%. Basically add another, round up. Let's just say an extra 600 gold per minute from pilgrims. In fact, 781 with 9 on gold. Knights Templar has a good gold income at least, while the Tughlaq Dynasty, or how to pronounce that, has good food generation. Going for some trebuchets right now, counterweight trebuchets. More heal elephants, more war elephants, and more archers. More fortresses being established. Really trying to lock down the map. Additionally, every single fortress means there's another target for, what's it called? For Annihilation Victory. Horsemen trying to go for a bit of raid with the plus melee damage, not to mention the additional melee damage that's actually been researched. They have a nice fair amount of extra damage available, so making a bit more decent versus villagers. And there's a good number of villagers just lurking around, just doesn't have them spotted. Fortress under fire, we've got the fort here. Of course, only 2,000 health, so it's basically a fortified outpost most of the time with decent defenses. And also for its price, it's a little on the weak side. It has just a lot of extra utility to it with the actual walls upgrade. And of course this right there. Does go for the Amir warriors. Let's see, there's one. The armor warriors do have perhaps no population space of field, but rapidly lose strength when staying too far from a fort. Simple enough, so it's a highly defensive unit. Has 5/5 armor in this age, which is quite significant. 12 damage, normal man-hour attack speed. So they're just beefy militia. Not bad. But this fort... Yeah, that thing's gonna be ripped apart. The Knights Templars do have times to attack Trebuchet. Spring Gold placement on this fortress there, also repairing it up. I wonder, does it cost stone? Yes, it does cost stone to repair it. Landmarks don't require stone to repair, they only cost wood. But these fortresses, which technically are landmark, but technically are not, do still require stone to repair. Don't know why I forgot about that aspect, which sort of second guessed myself. Purple's now pushing forward with a decent sized army. Wall offense getting impaled there. Horsemen trying to find some archers. Got a good number of surgeons on the field. The high base aims will punch the arm of the Wall offense quite nicely, so a decent force composition. Goes straight for the trebuchets there, saving his fortress. Or fortress. Surgeons can also focus on the trebuchets since they do melee damage. They will do full damage to the counterweight trebuchet. Trying to take out the elephant before it goes down. I think he should take a swipe at that trebuchet. Should be a one-shot, honestly. The Amir warriors are, you can see, oh, that's the weakened aspect. They lose all their armor, mobility. Yeah, they are high. They're supposed to be defense. Lose their health, armor, speed, but not their damage or attack speed. Still, they're a hyper defense unit. Looks like Pumbaa's gonna be obtained now. Couple more barracks back there. No archer range just yet. Let's see, you got rounds of 6 pilgrims now. Does he have gotten an increase? I think he's gotten an increased gold drop off for pilgrims as well, which is very significant. Let's keep an eye how much each one's providing. 179 times 6, so that's getting quite good. Right now it's 2,000 gold income with 19 villagers onto there, but no more. We got a good contingent of castles up north. Elephants moving around. Of course, these arrows are going to be completely and utterly fine versus it, since it does only have 7 armor. Slowly being whittled down by these 2 castles. Castle over here, or fortress, starting to take some damage. Now remember, just think of Age of Empires 3 when it comes to these fortresses, I think. Or really not at all. Improves the range of nearby units by 50%, increase the armor by 1-1. When nearing the these fortresses and defending around them. I have some Genoese crossbow now being established. Let's see if I can't find one. I did find 2. Of course, I hit the wrong way to migrate. Does find some pilgrims there, take them out, and trying to establish a fort to engage them. This fortress is starting to go on down. Here we go. Here's a Genoese crossbowman. Right now, of course, does have the increased range, so I think the base range is in fact 6. Has 21 damage and plus 9 versus all melee infantry, which he's not fighting against any, so just simply going to be a backline range damage unit. Force infantry forward. Fort is being established. But, ooh, took a massive volley there. Yep, it's going to go down next volley. He won't be able to cancel for too much refund. Surgeons and crossbowmen advance way forward. Surgeons going to be an adequate counter to the archers, but not necessarily a good counter. Does take out some of the trebuchets now. Good number of war elephants in the field, that's for sure. And there's too many horsemen or archers in the field for him to pull out spearmen to deal with all those units. He needs mangonels, I still believe. Man-arms may not be a half bad option this moment in time as well. Just heavy baseline melee units just to withstand all the damage. Yeah, I think regular man arms be good enough. Won't be super great for war elephants, but should be good enough to deal with all the archers. You can have some ballista elephants on point field, which are mounted crossbowmen. Ballista elephants do cost food and gold rather than any wood. There's some basic walls there to corral the pilgrims towards his army. So, but magenta or purple still has plenty of gold stockpiled up. What was that? Run? I saw some sort of text there. I wasn't paying attention to what it was. Torch is still alive. He has plenty of gold to also buy some food if needed. Horseman still gone down. Templar headquarters do have a little bit of extra health to work with. Horseman straight forward, Genoese crossbowmen advancing. And these are classified as heavy cavalry elephant, but it doesn't say siege. So they will see bonus damage from crossbowmen. And I don't see any regular crossbow in the field at the moment, so I think that is still a mistake. Looks like the Genoese, these archers for some reason whittled down a bit. Genoese crossbowmen start just charging away forward. Does take us some trebuchets. Keep still firing away. War elephants still being picked apart. We need some more healer elephants in the front line, or drive-by healings. Some of these trebuchets are going to go down to the surgeons primarily. Let's take another one there. More spears being deployed in the field. Going for more Genoese crossbowmen. Like I said, relative crossbowmen I think will be better. Though Genoese crossbowmen just generally do hit pretty hard, so they do offer the same base damage. I think the same damage as opposed to the anti-armor damage of the regular crossbowmen. So the regular Genoese crossbow may be a bit more population efficient in this situation, while regular crossbowmen will be more cost efficient. So, extra range is very nice. Something I can't really calculate off how important that is right now. Ballista elephants only have 2-2 armor base, and looks like they do receive bonus damage from range increases. This one has gotten no melee armor, which is actually a bit of a problem versus all the surgeons. Probably should have gone for that, and also against the horsemen. It says heavy cavalry elephant. Doesn't say range, doesn't say siege, so horseman doesn't get any bonus damage to them, it looks like. Kingdom of Polania. Sorry, I would do like Iron Harvest. Kingdom of Poland, all cavalry gets plus 10% health and bonus charge damage. Simple enough. Poland gets extra heavy cavalry to go along with it. A light test, if I remember correctly. Most of the time I just usually see Republic of Venice overall. Good damage there. What was the other one? All gold units gain 2 melee armor. Not important, super important right now. You got melee units that do super high damage and range units. Yeah, we got not the light, it's the Tughlaq cavalry, how do you pronounce that? Heavy armor, strong versus light infantry, so in theory, both do bonus armor versus archers. With high damage, armor, and slows enemy attack speed when attacking, which could be important. Remember, war elephants do also do bonus versus cavalry, so can't say how super effective that would be on top of my head. Does have siege engineers researched. And the pilgrims do find another opening there. His lumberjacks who don't require drop off and also has additional food collection are very nice to have. Genoese crossbowmen are now elite. We do have incendiary arrows, iron clamps, which is not important. Both reduce damage from gunpowder. He's not fighting against gunpowder, so that's a waste of an upgrade right now. Increased range damage, incendiary arrows, very nice. Elite horseman research. So of course get additional bonus damage, charge damage. Archers push way forward, engage in Genoese crossbowmen. Elite cavalry. Horsemen trying to engage these units. Didn't look like they take any bonus damage to the Bullets Elephant. You're not biology, so this is going for horse transition of horsemen, Genoese crossbowmen. That fort has been set ablaze. More farms being established over here. Is our academy now being established? I wonder if that improves food generation like it does for Delhi's Sultanate. Quick look back here. His our academy act as a Madarasa, generates food and gold per minute per active governor. Okay, that's something entirely different. I can't tell you how big that is, so if you go for mass fortresses, it would probably be far more effective. Huh. I just realized something. This one where it generates food for the housing, there's no build limit on housing nor on these forts, so in theory, you can have your entire food economy based around these. 28 food per minute per house will be weaker than a villager, but it of course be zero population. So, something that could be really immense. Unless you can only have one of each governor. That might be the case. That's probably the case. You only have one of each governor. Now the fortress is not being built. We do also now have the Brigandine. Common soldiers equipped with more resistance armor. Light cavalry get +2 melee, +2 armor. And final gold drop collection rate for 50% more drop off. Use crossbow started stepping away. Got another fortress being established in the center. We've got red infrastructure here. And thanks to nice Templars, double town center slowly paying dividends. He's actually have too many villagers, while red does not have enough villagers. And going for more fortresses, which will give him a boatload of pilgrims. That'll probably be shipped in by the Mayflower. That's what ships the pilgrims, right? That may have been a misclick there, because all the farmers just got moved around, so there appears to be a misclick on villagers there. Tranquils. Crossbows are able to load stronger bolts, have +0.5 range and +2 damage. That may also affect Genoese crossbow as well. Yeah, that's a bad place to build a fortress next to the fort. Oh, so this unlocks the governor benefits actually go for this upgrade. That's what causes it, not the age up. Just had to take time to read this stuff. With new civilizations, a lot of things to start learning quickly on the fly. We do not have Rule of Templars, get +2 damage per charging nearby heavy cavalry. It feels like Magenta's in a very strong position. Red has a lot less village in the field, a lot less economy, a lot less units in the field. Magenta has nearly over thrice the value. Going for trebuchets get a third burst. Can always upgrade these with miniature quick POW emplacements. Horsemen trying to engage. We do have some of these elite raider elephants, or light elephants. So they're maxed out elite elephants with offer good damage first in melee, good damage versus range and siege. So they're just, yeah, they're basically a hit, Gilded Horsemen. They don't move as fast as Gilded Horsemen though, but they do move fast, about the same speed as Sofas and Warrior Scouts. And Red does go ahead and resign. This Angrade saying, "Thank you for watching and on the replay. And my apologies for doing it poorly with this new civilization."